Hello, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I welcome you in today. It is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining. I know you guys could be out there um, watching other people doing other things. So it is much appreciated for the support and everything. So thank you all very much. And let's say hello to the chat. Hello, Mike Beachman. Hello, Jason Thibodeau, Maverick Mouse TV. So, welcome in. Tonight, we'll do some, you can pick. I have some Scottish trivia about Scotland, and we'll see what your knowledge is on that. So, some geography questions of Scotland, since we have people from Scotland that watch, and the UK in general. Also, so we'll do some Scottish trivia, see what your geography skills are like. But welcome in. Tonight, you can pick the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s if you're the first person to answer. So that's most important. Welcome in, Stevie Lee. I'm going to welcome in the chat. Welcome in, Mandy Mary, Mike Beachman, Stevie Lee. Thank you for joining. Good to see you all. But yeah, the first person who answers correctly, they get 3 points. Second and third get 2 points each. Everyone else 1 point. If your answer does not match up or it's totally misspelled wrong, there's no points for you. Please try not to cheat. If you know the answer, that's great. But it's here to have fun. Eventually, I am going to work up to where maybe the first place person gets a prize. Look, also, I have some puzzles that I'll be giving away one of these days, so look for that stream for a puzzle giveaway. It's jigsaw puzzles. So, so there you have it. Welcome in, Zippity Doo Dog, Dean the Turkey Leg Stir. Also, I'd like to thank Dean of the Live Place, theliveplace.com, for hosting my channel and many other channels. Check out Tea Time Mary Ellen for her live variety show. Check out Zippity Doo Dog with his morning coffee talks with Scallywag Steve. And they also have a special guest, Bobby Sumgum. Also, check out Dave Shergan. He's been doing various car shows. And if you're into cars, go check out his channel. He does other things also, but a lot of it is about cars and various shows and everything. Check out Dean the Turkey Legster. Check out Dinners with Donna, Samantha Lowe. The Food and Wine Festival is coming up. I know Samantha's going to be doing Halloween horror nights and some concerts from the Food and Wine. Check out Jennifer Caruso. She'll be live from the Food and Wine and various Halloween parties and Disney. Also, check out This Our Dreams. Check out T. Marie's Place. She went live at 5 p.m. Watch the replay. I was kind of ninja watching. Also, check out Joy S. This and That Crew. Pete McDevitt Show. Also, Cakes 2112. Lily's Life. And Lily's Life's dad, Ken. But we'll get started here. Welcome in, Jason Thibodeau. I might have missed you earlier, if not. But we'll get started here. So we'll start with one of the Scotland questions. We'll get started with a question from Scotland or about Scotland. But what is the capital of Scotland? What is the capital of Scotland? But what is the capital of Scotland? Welcome in, Matt Simba 2. Let's see if you know. Interesting. But What is the capital of Scotland? And the answer is Edinburgh. Edinburgh, Scotland is the capital of Scotland. So Jen, Lily's mom, got it. A lot of you guys had good guesses, but it is Edinburgh, Scotland. So good job. Dublin is actually in Ireland, Dean. And I believe Dublin is the capital of Ireland. But good job, Jen. We'll do another Scottish question. I will get another Scottish question there. What is the biggest sport, or I'm sorry. What is the oldest sport in Scotland? What is the, I'm sorry, wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. What is the oldest sport in Scotland? Somebody call Ellie. But what is the oldest sport in Scotland? You'll be surprised. I'm not sure if anyone's going to actually get that. But what is the oldest sport in Scotland? Welcome in, Debbie Thuner and Movie Mania Nick. But what is the oldest sport in Scotland? And the answer is curling. Curling. So, yeah, I thought it was going to be golf also, but it is curling. And Jason Thibodeau got the answer correct. Jason Thibodeau got it correct. I don't think you were close. But Jason Thibodeau, good guess, Jason. Okay, we'll come back to the Scotland questions later. So here we go. We'll start off with the 1960s. We'll start off with a question from the 1960s. Or actually, we'll start off with a question from the 2000s, because we never really get a lot of 2000s questions. Everybody likes the 80s and 70s. But from the year 2000, let's start off with a question in that decade, the 2000s. Here we go. Here we go. Launched in early 2000s, which colorful plastic clogs with holes in them became popular because they were comfortable and easy to wear? But launched in the early 2000s, which colorful plastic clogs with holes in them became popular because they were comfortable and easy to wear? And I think Disney kind of re-emerged them because they sell them all the time. But we do have the answer in the chat. It is Crocs. It is the Crocs shoes. So Simba 2 got it first. Then we had Cakes 2112. Mandy Mary. Then Surf'em. Welcome in, John. Jen, Lily's mom. Stevie Lee, Debbie Thunert, Movie Mania Nick, and Jason Thibodeau. Good job, everyone. Okay, Simba 2. You can pick the category. We have 2000s, the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, and the 50s and 60s. Welcome in, Main Street Nick. Yes, go Steelers. I don't have any Disney questions today. Or you can pick a Scottish question if you like. But no Disney questions today. Oh, no problem. Welcome in, T-Town Mary Ellen. Thank you for stopping in. Check out T-Town Mary Ellen for her live variety show. Okay, Simba 2 wants the 90s. The 1990s. Okay, here we go. Next question. Which phrase describing female empowerment, independence, and self-assuredness became a cultural phenomenon in the 90s? Which phrase describing female empowerment, independence, and self-assuredness became a cultural phenomenon in the 1990s? Mr. Peanut says hi. I see a couple different answers, but the Me Too wasn't until like in the 2000s type of thing. Hey girl. This one's probably kind of hard there, but I'll go ahead and give the answer. It was girl power. Girl power. So that was a movement of the girl power. That's probably like I think like the late 90s, like when the Powerpuff Girls came out too. But girl power. Okay, next 90s question. Here we go. For which 1993 film did director Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar? For which 1993 film did director Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar? And it definitely was a good movie. But for which 1993 film did director Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar? And we have the answer in the chat. It was Schindler's List. Schindler's List. So let's see. Jen Lily's mom got it first. Then we had Simba 2. Mike Beachman. Then we had Mandy Mary. Zippity Doo Dug. Total guess. Yeah, the E.T. That would have been more 70s, 80s. Debbie Thunert with Schindler's List. Never saw it. Hey, I will say, I remember going to the movie theater. It was a 3 hour long movie, or it was pretty long, but people did not move, and you could pretty much hear a pin drop. That's how powerful that movie was and everything. Okay, so Jen, Lily's mom, you can pick the decade. You can pick the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. Or you can pick a Scottish question. But Jen, Lily's mom. Okay, she would like the 80s, the 1980s. Here we go. The 1980s. What event took place in Madison Square Garden in 1985 and was seen by over 1 million viewers through closed circuit television? What event took place in Madison Square Garden in 1985 and was seen by over 1 million viewers through closed circuit television? Also, check out It's Joey's World. He dropped another video on Wednesdays. They usually do put out new videos on Wednesdays, so check out It's Joey's World. What event took place in Madison Square Garden in 1985 and was seen by over 1 million viewers through closed circuit television? It was WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Welcome in, Chris the Curtis family. So Mike B got it first. Mike Beachman. Then we had Serpum. That's funny. John Stamos' birthday. Debbie Thunert. Jen, Lily's mom. Then we had Jason Thibodeau. If it was WrestleMania, I wouldn't have seen it. Hate pro wrestling, only like the real stuff. You didn't even guess the question. But the answer was WrestleMania. Matt was in the race there, but he's not answering. Okay. Mike Beachman, you get to pick the category. Mike Beachman. Sticking with the 80s, the 1980s. Here we go. Which Australian rock band is best known for their 1981 hit Down Under? Welcome in, Dame Dystopia. Which Australian rock band is best known for their 1981 hit Down Under? Okay. But which Australian rock band is best known for their 1981 hit Down Under? The answer is Men at Work. Men at Work. So we have Mike Beachman again. Then Teton. Oh, no. Jen Lily's mom. Then Teton Mary Ellen. Then we had Movie Mania Nick. Jason Thibodeau. Mandy Mary. Main Street Nick. Debbie Thunert. Simba 2. The Oak Ridge Boys. Nah, it was Men at Work. Okay, Mike, you get to pick the category. I'm guessing you're staying with the 80s. Mike Beachman, you get to pick the category. Up, he's switching it up and going to the 70s. The 1970s. Let's see. Okay, here we go. 1970s. Atari launched the first generation of video games with the release of which seminal arcade game? Atari launched the first generation of video games with the release of which seminal arcade game? Give a couple more moments. Race to John Stamos' birthday party. But here we go. I'll give the answer. Atari launched the first generation of video games with the release of which seminal arcade game? It was Pong. Pong. Just the two paddles and a little ball going across the screen. So Movie Mania Nick got it first. Then we had Dame Dystopia. Then Simba 2. Jen Lily's mom. Mandy Mary. Main Street Nick. Debbie Thunert. Jason Thibodeau. Had the P right. Yeah, you guessed Pac-Man. I saw it in a museum once. Ah. Okay, so let's see who got it first. Movie Mania Nick. I played Pong last week at a retro arcade I visited. Oh, wow, cool. Okay, Movie Mania Nick, you get to pick the category. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. He's going back to the 80s. 1980s. Here we go. What was Lieutenant Pete Mitchell's call sign in the 1986 film Top Gun? What was Lieutenant Pete Mitchell's call sign in the 1986 film Top Gun? And we have the answer. What was Lieutenant Pete Mitchell's call sign in the 1986 film Top Gun? It was Maverick. Maverick. Yeah, we used to have an original OG Atari. Then we bought the new plug-in ones where they have it pre-programmed, just like they have the Nintendo sets. So the first person to get Maverick was Mandy Mary. Then we had Surf'em, Main Street Nick, Jen Lily's mom, Dame Dystopia, Simba 2, Movie Mania Nick, Jason Thibodeau, Debbie Thunert, Talk to Me Goose, but Goose was the best. Slider had the best. I need to watch more movies. I feel the need for speed. Yes. Oh, wow. You guys know a lot of the quotes there. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full, but he still does it. Okay, so Mandy Mary, you get to pick the category. We have the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or you could pick a Scotland geography question. If nobody picks it, we might do a break and then I will give the question. Nothing wrong with a little buzzing the tower. Okay, here we go. One of the best examples of fad dance music. Which song was ranked the #1 greatest one-hit wonder of all time in 2002? One of the best examples of fad dance music. Which song was ranked the #1 greatest one-hit wonder of all time in 2002? Still kind of popular. I'll hear it at weddings or maybe some of the group DJ dancing. Okay, here is the question, and I will give the answer. One of the best examples of fad dance music. Which song was ranked the #1 greatest one hit wonder of all time? It was the Macarena. The Macarena. So Jen Lily's mom got it first. Baby Shark, that's more later in the years. Mandy Mary is second. Jason Thibodeau, third. Dame Dystopia. Then we had Debbie Thunert. We jumped from 90s to 2000s. Then we had Simba 2. Main Street Nick. And Dean the Turkey Leg Stir. You get one. You get the point. Hey, you gotta beat Jeff in this. Unless. Okay. I believe Jen Lily's mom. You get to pick the next category. Jen Lily's mom. Okay, she's sticking with the 90s. The 90s. Okay, Since it is the 90s, you have to guess the year after I read the question. Name the year Google Inc. is founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Dale Earnhardt wins the Daytona 500. The Supreme Court rules that the Line Item Veto Act of 1996 is unconstitutional. What year in the 90s? Name the year Google Inc. is founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Dale Earnhardt wins the Daytona 500. The Supreme Court rules that the Line Item Veto Act of 1996 is unconstitutional. And we have the answer. It is 1998. 1998. So Simba 2 got it first. Then Surf Bum. Dame actually guessed it, but she guessed like 3 times and the answers. Jason Thibodeau. Then we had Main Street Nick. Jen Lily's mom. Dean the Turkey Leg Stir. Actually, I'm surprised you didn't guess it right away because I thought you knew everything on the law and court. I'll give you one. Yeah, -5 for Dame. Okay, Simba 2. You get to pick the category. Simba 2. Okay, he would like the 80s, the 1980s. Okay, let me grab a different 80s card. Okay, here we go with the 1980s. Which cheap footwear made of a soft, semi-transparent PVC material frequently infused with glitter became a fad in the early 80s? Which cheap footwear made of a soft, semi-transparent PVC material frequently infused with glitter became a fad in the early 80s? I know that they were very popular because I worked at a store that sold bins of them. We would be filling those bins. And the answer is the jelly shoes or jellies. I'll take jellies or jelly shoes. Only Matt would know be the first. So, yeah, Matt must have bought jelly shoes. So, Simba 2. Then we had Dame Dystopia. Then Jen Lily's mom. Mandy Mary. Main Street Nick. Jason Thibodeau. Debbie Thunert. And that's all for the jelly shoes. Okay, Simba 2, you get to pick the category. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Okay, he's going with the 2000s. The 2000s. Okay, here we go. Which wrestler played the role of the Scorpion King in the 2001 film The Mummy Returns, starring Brendan Fraser? Which wrestler played the role of the Scorpion King in the 2001 film The Mummy Returns, starring Brendan Fraser? And we have our answer. It is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Mandy Mary comes in first. Then we had Jen Lily's mom. Main Street Nick. Mike Beachman. Then Jason Thibodeau. Dame Dystopia. Movie Mania Nick. Simba 2. Debbie Thunert. The CGI was terrible in that film. Okay, Mandy Mary. You get to pick the category. Okay, she's sticking with the 2000s. The 2000s. Let me grab a different card. Here we go. Tossed Salads and Scrambled Eggs was the theme song to which sitcom whose final season concluded in 2004? Tossed Salads and Scrambled Eggs was the theme song to which sitcom whose final season concluded in 2004? And the answer is Frasier. Frasier. So Mandy Mary got it first. And then Jen Lily's mom. Yeah, a couple of you had the Z's, but I'm sure, like you said, the autocorrect. Then Mike Beachman. Movie Mania Nick. Main Street Nick. Dame Dystopia. Simba 2. Good job, everyone. Mandy Mary will get to pick the next category, but we're going to throw out a Scotland question. A Scotland question. These ones might be kind of hard, but here we go. What is Scotland's national animal? What is Scotland's national animal. Interesting. Welcome in, Ellie. What is Scotland's national animal? That's interesting. I don't know if anybody's going to get this. But what is Scotland's national animal? And the answer is a unicorn. A unicorn. So the first person to get a unicorn was Debbie Thunert. Good job, Debbie. Jason Thibodeau. And Movie Mania Nick. But good evening, Ellie. Yeah, I just threw out a couple of the Scottish questions. Wait, unicorns aren't real. Is Scotland a real country? That's why it surprised me too, because I would not have gotten that either. A honey badger. Aren't badgers up in Wisconsin? Okay, so Mandy Mary wants the 2000s. Or do you want the 90s, Mandy Mary? That's a misleading question. It didn't say mythical animals. Hey, I'm just reading the question. Okay, so Mandy Mary wants the 1990s. Let me grab another card here for the 90s. Okay, here we go with the 1990s. What is the last word in this famous quote from the film Jerry Maguire? You had me at blank. What is the last word of this famous quote from the film Jerry Maguire? You had me at blank. Welcome in, Jonathan Chong. But what is the last word in the famous quote from the film Jerry Maguire? You had me at blank. You had me at hello. So Mandy Mary was first. Mandy Mary was first. Then we had Jen, Lily's mom. Movie Mania Nick. Dame Dystopia. Simba 2. Yes, Debbie Thunert, I will get you here on this next round. Jason Thibodeau. Jonathan Chong. Good. That one was a break question, so that's why. But I'm going to let you pick this time, Debbie Thunert. So that was my fault, Debbie. But go ahead, Debbie Thunert. Pick the 80s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, or 2000s. Or if you like a Scottish question. Go ahead and pick the category, Debbie. Okay, Dame Dystopia. You had 10 points. 10 points. Pick the category, Debbie. Okay, she would like the 50s. The the 1950s. Yeah. It's kind of chilly up here in the north. I'm not complaining though. Not yet, at least. Too early to complain about the cold. It actually feels good. Okay, here we go with the 1950s. What breed of dog was Lassie in the 1954 TV series of the same name? What breed of dog was Lassie in the 1954 TV series of the same name? You want rain. I'm okay with not having the rain, but I understand for some areas it is kind of crucial to have the rain. But what breed of dog was Lassie? And it looks like we have our answers in. The answer is a collie. A collie. Yeah, they just have collie, but I do know it was a border collie. So Mike Beachman got it first. Then we have Jason Thibodeau. Mandy, or Jen Lily's mom. Then Mandy Mary. Amy DeBoard, welcome in. Then we had Main Street Nick. Debbie Thunert. Jonathan Chong. Simba 2. Where is Matt? Hello, Jordan. Welcome in. Epcot Forever, Jordan. Hope your moving is going well. Almost said Shelty, yes. Okay, so Mike Beachman, you get to pick the category. Mike Beachman. Good to see you, Jordan. But Mike Beachman, okay, he would like the 80s. We'll do 2 more rounds here. 2 more rounds after this question. So here we go. 1980s. Martin Riggs, a former soldier who has turned suicidal following his wife's death, and Roger Murtaugh, his veteran cop buddy, are the central characters in which successful film franchise? Martin Riggs, a former soldier who has turned suicidal following his wife's death, and Roger Murtaugh, his veteran cop buddy, are the central characters in which successful film franchise? And the answer is Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon. So Jen Lily's mom came in first. Then we had, hope she answered that. And then Mandy Mary. Mandy Mary. I will give Amy DeBoard the point, even though hers came out Lethal Woman. But yes, I will give Amy DeBoard. The Movie Mania Nick. Jonathan Chong. Jason Thibodeau. Main Street Nick. Debbie Thunert. Okay, so oh yes, it would be. Because some somebody said, some women that would be good. So let's see, Jen Lily's mom. Jen Lily's mom gets to pick the category. She would like the 1990s. The 1990s. Here we go. In the sitcom Coach, Hayden Fox was the head coach for the fictional college football team Screaming Eagles at which state university? Or which state did it take place in? In the sitcom Coach, Hayden Fox was the head football coach for the fictional college football team Screaming Eagles at which state university? I know I had a t-shirt from that show. I'm going to read it again and give the answer. In the sitcom Coach, Hayden Fox was the head football coach for which fictional college football team, the Screaming Eagles, at which state university? It was Minnesota State University. Minnesota State University, which is a made-up college. So the first person to get it was Amy DeBoard. Then we had Jen Lily's mom. Main Street Nick. There you go, Nick. You can tell your mom you beat her at trivia today. Jonathan Chong. Simba 2. Have a good night, Movie Mania Nick. You had 15 points. 15 points. Yes, that was a good show. Good show. Okay, Amy DeBoard. You get to pick the final question. Here are the categories and their decades. So you can pick the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. She's probably gearing up for that food and wine festival. Okay, Amy DeBoard is picking the 70s. So the 1970s will be our final question. Okay, remember it's the 1970s. Here is the question. In which year did Paul McCartney leave the Beatles, thereby causing the band to break up? In which year did Paul McCartney leave the Beatles, thereby causing the band to break up? Be more specific, Simba 2. What year are you looking at or wanting to say? And which year did Paul McCartney leave the Beatles, thereby causing the band to break up? And the answer is 1970. 1970. Okay. See, if you would have hurried up and wrote 1970, you could add a point. So let's see who got it first. It was Debbie Thuner got it first. And Jason Thibodeau got it second. And that's all. Bonus question. Where did the Beatles break up at? What place did John Lennon sign the breakup papers? Let's see if you know your trivia. There's a Disney question for you, Simba 2. What place was John Lennon at when the Beatles broke up? And it was the Polynesian Resort. The Polynesian Resort. So Mandy Mary got it first. She got the bonus point. Simba 2. Amy DeBoer. Epcot Forever. Dame Dystopia. Then we had Debbie Thunert. There you go. Okay, I'm going to throw in one more Scotland question. We will end the stream. What is the name of the monster that lives in the lake? What is the name of the monster that lives in the lake? What is the name of the monster that lives in the lake? The answer is the Loch Ness Monster or Nessie. Loch Ness Monster or Nessie. Dame Dystopia. Simba 2. Mike Beachman. Jen Lily's mom. Jonathan Chung. Jason Thibodeau. Mandy Mary. Debbie Thunert. Amy DeBoer. Epcot Forever. Main Street Nick. I've been waiting for that question all night. SpongeBob SquarePants. We had Messy Nessie. Mike B. Kevin Theme Park Adventures gets one. I gave you the point, Dame, as I know what you were trying to say. Okay, let me add up the points, and we'll let you know who the winner is. Okay, our winner this evening is Jen Lily's mom with 30 points. Jen Lily's mom with 30 points. Second place was Mandy Mary with 27 points. Our third place winners are Jason Thibodeau and Simba 2 with 25 points each. 25 points each. Good night, Ellie, and you're very welcome. Then we had Debbie Thuner, 20 points. Amy DeBoer, 10 points. Dean the Turkey Legser, 2 points. Cakes, 2112, 2 points. Surf Bomb John, 7 points. Kevin Theme Park Adventures, 1 point. Stevie Lee, 1 point. Movie Mania Nick, 15 points. Mike Beachman, 13 points. Zippity Doo Dug, 2 points. Jonathan Chong, 8 points. Teton Mary Ellen, 2 points. Epcot Forever, 2 points. Main Street Nick, 16 points. Dame Dystopia, 15 points. So, congratulations. There you go, Jordan, Epcot Forever. Tell Jennifer you beat her in trivia. You got 2 points. So, congratulations, everyone. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I know you could be out there doing other things and watching other people stream. So I do appreciate your support. So thank you very much. Have a great night. Check out Tea Time Mary Ellen with her live variety show that's coming on at 7 o'clock. Also check out Joy S, the This and That Crew, Pete McDevitt show. Check out Cakes and Lily's Life's dad, Ken. Check them out. Check out Jennifer Caruso. She'll be running around at the Food and Wine Festival tomorrow morning. And Disartreens will probably be there tomorrow evening. So go check them out. Check out Zippity Doo Dug for your morning coffee talk. So have a great night, everyone. And thank you all for joining. Bye, everyone, and have a great night. And let the adventures begin. Bye.